What's going on, everybody? Dr. Coach Kelly here, physical therapist, high school sports coach. I want to show you my 3 favorite stretches for low back pain. I do these when I have low back pain. They're the first line of defense when I have patients who come in with low back pain. They are simple. You don't need any equipment. You can do them first thing in the morning or last thing at night. So let's show you what they are. Okay, a lot of low back pain can start in your hamstrings. So all you have to do is lay flat. You're going to take both hands, hug your left leg. Doesn't matter which side your back pain is. You're going to hug your left leg, and you're really going to gently straighten it out. Keeping your toes pointed towards your face. Really, really, really gently straighten that leg out till you get a really good stretch in the back of your leg in that hamstring area. Right? If you alternate pointing your toes and flexing your toes, you'll feel it a little bit differently. Some people feel this right in the back of their knees. Some people feel it more in their calf. Wherever it's tightest on you is where you're going to feel it. But that's totally normal. It's totally normal to have tightness in different places. Usually the tightest spot is the one that talks to you first. So while you're there, you're just going to transition from that position. Put your hands on top of your shin, and you're going to pull that left knee up towards your left armpit. And this one you're going to feel a little bit more in the back, kind of higher towards your butt, towards your rear end. Really gently, just pulling and hanging out. And then the last one, and we're going to do these on your right side too. The last one is you're going to bend your right knee. You're going to take your left ankle and place it really gently on top of your right knee. And you get to just hang out in this kind of figure 4 position. You should feel this stretch in the outside of your left cheek. If you don't feel it, there's a couple different ways to adjust, right? You can bend your right knee more so that your heel is almost touching your butt. If you still don't feel it, you can take your left hand and gently push down, pushing your left knee away from you. You can play with the position of your ankle on your knee, so sometimes people feel it if it's higher up on their knees, sometimes people feel it if it's lower down. You can kind of play with that, but you'll know you're doing it right if you get a stretch on the outside corner of your butt muscles through there. Right? For me, if you still don't feel it with any of this, for me, I reach through that hole and I hug my right knee up closer to my chest, and that gets me a really good stretch in the outside of my left seat. So those are kind of the progressions through it. I'm going to turn so you guys can see how my setup is. Kind of just like that. And I feel that all on the outside of my left hip and cheek area. And we'll do the same thing on your right side. So, remember, hug it around the outside of your right, the back of your right thigh, and really gently straighten your right knee out. Again, you can alternate flexing and pointing your toes to feel that a little bit differently in your calf. And then we're going to pull up, putting your hands on the top of your shin, and turn so you can see. Putting your hands on top of your shin and just pulling towards your right armpit. And again, you can play with this position on this too. Sometimes people feel it more if they go more out to the side. Some people feel it more if they come in the inside. You don't want to feel a pinching at the top of your hip. So just play with the positioning until you get a stretch in the back of your right cheek. And then last but not least, bend your left leg. Rest your right ankle on the top of that right knee. You might feel a stretch here. If you don't, bend your left knee more. Push your right knee away from you. If you still don't feel a stretch, you can play with the position of your ankle. Or if you're like me, you can reach through, hug your left knee up, and just hang here till you get a really good stretch in the outside of that right cheek. So there you have it. Those are my 3 go-to stretches, first line of defense for low back pain. Thank you guys for watching. If you know anybody who could benefit from this, please share it with them. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate at all to ask me them either in the comments or drop me a message. I'm happy to answer anything specific to your situation. Thanks so much for watching, guys.